Hey, what's up guys, it's Liam on Your Overwatch, back with a new video. Today I'm going to be talking about the differences between DPS characters and flankers in Overwatch. I've seen a lot of people in the comment section of our videos and also in game when I was playing as a tracer and I put out a lot of damage. People get mad and say, well, you should be putting out a lot of damage as tracer, and I'm going to go through why that isn't true and what the differences are. I'll also talk a little bit about how they should be used in the game. So if I do miss anything, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed. So I'm going to start with Tracer right away. Tracer is a flanker character whose main job, same as Genji really, is to gain ground quite easily, get behind the enemy teams, take out the weaker, squishier characters, specifically the healers, because taking out healers is so key for your team. However, if used by a skilled player in the right situations, players like Genji and Tracer can be mistaken for DPS characters because at close range, Tracer can do huge damage. Within about 5 feet, if you shoot all your bullets into someone's head, you can kill nearly anyone in the game with Tracer, and I think that's why people get confused. But the difference between an actual DPS character and a flanker is that the DPS characters are specifically set and their toolkit is set to be used as DPS. So take Junkrat for example. He can fire massive splash damage very quickly from a long distance and wreck pretty much anything in a few shots. Not only that, but his toolkit is also designed this way, so you can actually trap people and you can use a C4 on that trap to blow them up, or just throw a C4 a very long distance and blow people up as well. This can also be used, as I'm sure you know, to blow up under your own feet to get you to a higher area to rain down even more fire as Junkrat. He's just a pure DPS, massive damage from any range. There's a lot of characters like this, like Farah as well, who can also just keep shooting. You've got a toolkit to get up in the air to do all the damage, to get all the range, and really put out a lot of DPS. That's their job. Now, players such as Genji, for example, can also be used to do a lot of damage, but it's riskier. You've got to get right in their face. I mean, his shurikens do a lot of damage, but you've got to hit all of them. They're very, very difficult. It's not like a Junkrat where you can spam bullets and bullets and bullets and blow everyone up. You've really got to be accurate. His reflect can be used to turn enemy DPS back against them. So again, same as Tracer, at a closer range, in the right situations, a lot of DPS can be put out, but their toolkit really is designed to gain free ground, to get behind the enemies and do damage to their healers and their squishier characters. So there's also hybrids on the other side of things, like a character such as Reaper. He can put out huge DPS. His main job really is to be in there, do a lot of damage to the tanks. He's got a teleport ability to get him into the close ranges to do that, and he also has the toolkit to do that because he can go into Wraith form and not be hit for a few seconds, and you can still collect HP when you're doing this. Now, the flip side is that he can also be used as a flanker. He can teleport behind them with that ability I mentioned, and then he can do a lot of damage again to the weaker characters to take out the healers and then go in on the tanks. So it's not that any hero really has any specific set role always, it's just that they do have a generic thing that they're meant to be used for, and better players can utilize them in different ways sometimes. But generally, a flanker is a flanker. You shouldn't be trying to do too much DPS because you can't. It's too risky. If you're Tracer, you got to zip in there. You got to be so close to do all that damage that you're very likely to die, especially against someone like a Roadhog that knows what they're doing. If you zip in as a Tracer, you're going to get hooked and you're going to die very quickly. And Genji's the same. He's great really in a different way to Tracer, where he can gain the free ground by literally walking at people and using reflect. He can jump around a lot, and his shurikens do good damage and over distance, but they're very hard to use. They don't do damage like Junkrat does, and it can't be used from like anywhere. Junkrat can spam from anywhere, and the rest of his toolkit again is designed to flank. It's designed to get behind and gain that ground, and that's the real difference. So in conclusion, flankers are there to flank and DPS are there to DPS. It really was that simple, but people do get confused, and you should know that there are hybrids, there are different ways to do it, but they've got their specific roles for a reason. The flankers just don't have the toolkit to always do DPS, and the DPS characters also don't have the ability to flank. I mean, the last thing I'll mention is that Farah can also be used as a flanker, technically. If someone doesn't realise you boosted up behind them, you get behind the whole team and you have that ult, you can take out all their squishy characters in the back, and then the tanks don't stand a chance because there's no one healing them or protecting them, and they get destroyed. So, If I missed anything, do be sure to let me know in the comment section down below, and don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you enjoy the channel. Have a great day as always. Take care and peace, people.